We're going into 2026 now, and running a service-based business is harder than it's ever been. The clients expect Amazon-level updates. Good workers are impossible to find. And the second you add another crew, everything you thought that was working begins to fall apart. The contractors who are winning right now aren't the most skilled. They're the ones who figure out something most haven't. Now, if you've ever searched how to build a business system on YouTube, you probably have seen the same advice over and over again. Create a process map, document every step, build detailed SOPs for everything your business does. You see, the traditional approach to building systems comes straight out of the corporate playbook. Things like value stream mapping, business model canvases, work instructions that are 15 to 30 pages long for a single process. And that does work, but usually if it's for a Fortune 500 company with an entire department dedicated to process improvement. But you're not that. You're running a landscape company. You're managing excavation crews. You're trying to keep 3 remodeling projects on track while answering the phone and chasing invoices. You see, the traditional approach will have you spending months creating documentation that nobody on your team will ever read. And most contractors who try this approach really give up before they even finish. They create 1 or 2 process maps, realize they have 200 more to go, and go back to putting out fires. So if that approach doesn't work for you, how do elite contractors actually stay organized? Well, after helping service businesses across the country for a few decades now, I can tell you it's not what most people think. The contractors who have their operations dialed in aren't following some complicated framework. They're doing something much simpler. And that's what I'm going to break down for you today. Now, before we get into the solution, let's talk about why most contractors feel disorganized in the first place. You see, most business owners think their problem is that they don't have enough system. They go looking for templates. They go download SOPs from the internet. They buy software, hoping it will solve everything. But here's what I've learned and have seen time and again. The problem isn't that you don't have systems, but that you only have one type of system. Most contractors build what I call delivery systems. These are the processes for actually doing the work. How you pour concrete, install pavers, manage your remodel from demo to final walkthrough. And you're, frankly, probably fairly good at it. You know how to do the work. That's why you started your business. But delivery systems are only one of 4 types of systems your business needs. And when you're missing the other 3, everything else feels chaotic, no matter how good you are at doing the actual work. So let's break down then all 4. A system type number 1 is your delivery system. This is how you serve your clients. It's the step-by-step path from the moment a client says yes to the moment you hand them the keys or walk off the job site. It includes onboarding. How do you kick off a new project? What information do you collect? What do you communicate to your crew? And it includes fulfillment, the actual work, your standard processes for installation, construction, and maintenance. It also includes offboarding, your final walkthrough, collecting payment, asking for reviews. You see, without that delivery system, every client gets slightly a different experience. Some jobs run smooth while others fall apart, and you can never quite figure out why. System type number 2, though, is your management system. This is more how your team operates. These are the internal structures that keep your business from becoming a group text with invoices attached. While talking about task management, who's doing what today, who owns which project, roles and responsibilities. Does your crew know exactly what's expected of them? Or are they always guessing? Performance track. How do you know if someone's doing a good job or costing you money? And decision-making rules. When your foreman hits a problem on site, do they know how to handle it, or do they call you every single time? You see, without management systems, your team becomes a collection of well-meaning people rowing in different directions. Everyone's working hard, but you're not actually getting anywhere. Now, system type number 3 is your communication system. This is how information flows through your business. Most contractors have no idea where their stuff is stored. Job photos, contract, change orders. Your team can't find them when they need them. You don't have a morning meeting to clear stuff up. So everything becomes random text throughout the day. You have no system for updating the people who really need to know when they need to know. When a job gets delayed, the client finds out before your crew does. But without communication systems, you get misunderstandings. You just get that feeling where you spent the whole day answering questions and didn't actually accomplish anything. Now, system number 4 is your strategic system. This is really how you plan and grow. I know what you're thinking. Strategic systems sound like something for big corporations. But here's what I mean about it. You see, most contractors don't know which jobs actually make them money. They know which ones feel busy, but they don't know which ones are actually profitable. They have no way to review what's working and what's not. So they just keep doing the same things the same way because that's how they've always done them. Strategic systems include things like tracking your margins per job, reviewing your numbers monthly or quarterly, making decisions based on data instead of gut feeling. Without strategic systems, you end up chasing shiny objects. You take on jobs you shouldn't take. You stay busy but never actually get ahead. Now, each system plays a different role. Delivery systems create reliability. You can grow without reinventing the client experience every time. Management systems create alignment. Your team knows what to do, how to do, when to do it, and who owns what. Communication systems create clarity. The right information gets to the right people at the right time. And strategic systems create momentum. You make smarter decisions faster and actually know what's working. Now, when all 4 of these work together, you simply have fewer fires to put out, fewer bottlenecks, and fewer decisions landing on your plate every hour. You see, that's the difference between running your business and your business running you. So let me show you how to actually build these systems without spending months on documentation. Here's what I've seen work for contractors to get this done. Step 1, pick one painful area in your business. Don't try to systematize it all at once. Pick one area of your business that's causing the most pain right now. Maybe it's scheduling or crews showing up on the wrong job, double bookings or last minute chaos. And maybe it's payments. You're waiting 60 days to get paid on work you finished 2 months ago. Maybe it's communication. Your foreman doesn't know who to notify about change order until the client's already upset. Pick one area, the most painful one. Step 2, identify what actually happens. Write down the activities that happen in that area. It's not a complicated process map, just a simple list. For example, let's say we're going to focus on scheduling. The activities might be receive job requests, check crew availability, assign crew, communicate job details, and confirm with the client. Step 3, define who does what and when. For each activity, answer 3 things. What happens? When does it need to happen? And who's responsible? This is where most contractors get stuck. They know what needs to happen, but they've never really clearly defined who owns it or when it should be done. Step 4, assign ownership. This is where you don't just delegate tasks, but the entire area. You see, take task delegation, it's kind of like hiring a babysitter. They do the minimum to keep things alive, and when you come back, nothing's improved. Area delegation is like giving someone real ownership. They're responsible for making it work, improving it over time, and for handling problems that come up. This is the difference between a contractor who works 70 hours a week and one who gets to take the weekends off. Step number 5 is to actually capture how it works. Once someone owns an area, have them document how it works. Not a 30-page manual, just enough so when they're out sick, someone else can step in. Templates, checklists, simple instructions. The person who owns the area should be the one creating this documentation, not you. Now here's how long this should take. If you focus on one area, you can systematize it in about 35 minutes. You see, the traditional approach tries to document everything at once. That could take months and usually never gets finished. This approach that we're talking about takes one painful area, fixes it, and then moves on. If that area was costing you 30 minutes a week of chaos, you make your time back in about 1 week. And every week after that, you're ahead. Then you take another 35 minutes to fix the next painful area, and then the next one. And if you do this consistently for 6 months, I can guarantee you that your business will be unrecognizable. Let me tell you why most contractors don't do this. You see, it's not that the approach is complicated, it's actually very simple. The difference is that elite contractors are willing to spend the 35 minutes today to save hours every week going forward. Most contractors tell themselves, I'll do it later, or they're too busy putting out fires to prevent the fires from starting. The contractors I've seen transform their operations. They're not necessarily smarter than everyone else. They're not necessarily working harder than everyone else. They just decided that chaos wasn't acceptable anymore. They picked one area, fixed it. Picked another area, fixed that too. And now they have a business that runs without them even being involved in every single decision. Now you could figure this stuff out on spreadsheets, a stack of sticky notes, and on your own if you want to. But you don't have to. You see, that's why we built Solvpro in the first place. It's a platform to help service businesses that need professional systems without the enterprise complexity. So companies between 1 and 100 employees across landscape, excavation, remodeling, and other fields can benefit from this. It gives you delivery, management, communication, and strategic systems already built for service businesses so you can skip all the headaches. If you would like to see how these systems work in your business, start your 30-day free trial using the link below. By the end of your first week, you'll know exactly which jobs are making you money and which ones are really bleeding you dry. So click the link and get your operations dialed in, and I'll see you on the next video.